October 29, 2025, with the spirit animal.
My confidence is not in my ability to fight, but in your willingness to fight for me. My hope is not in my strength to stand, but in your commitment to hold me up. My faith is not in my wisdom to outsmart the enemy, but in your strategy to defeat him completely. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, again, it's not going to be a crazy wind, but enough to be a little bit more on the nuisance side. 25, maybe 30 mile per hour gusts inland. Shoreline, this is where we typically get, some of the stronger winds. And it's going to be a stiff easterly wind, 30 to maybe as high as 40 miles per hour. So there could be sporadic tree damage. You never know. There's still leaves on many of the trees. And there could be sporadic power outages, just, by chance. We have a lot of trees around Connecticut. So here we go with First Alert Futurecast. We start you off tomorrow morning. There may be a brief round of rain in the morning hours, a little damp to start the day, but the real heavy stuff and the wind combined starts to build in early afternoon and just kind of ramps up and stays with us through the evening and early overnight hours. Let's just kind of get a closer look of this rain, especially when the heart of it really moves through. So yeah, that's pouring rain early afternoon into the evening hours. And then we get into 10 o'clock at night, still some downpours out there. But Friday, after some morning clouds giving way to some sunshine, it will still be windy, but hey, that's 6 o'clock. Maybe you're going out trick-or-treating. So here's a look at that forecast, about 50 to 55 degrees. The wind will create that chill, but at least we are dry. Sunset tomorrow is at 5:46. So yeah, good day to clear some of those leaves. I saw it was great. A family yesterday, it's like the mom and the two kids with a huge tarp. I'm like, what are they doing? Oh yeah, they're dragging all the leaves to the sidewalk, the side of the road there. It was full of leaves. So, if you're doing that today, the gusts may be interrupting you a little bit. But I think more importantly, just make sure the storm drains are clear just before that rain comes in tomorrow. Hurricane Melissa has continued to weaken. Good news there, but the damage has been done basically, and continues to cause damage. 105 mile per hour winds, a stronger gust, but it's the rain, it's the terrain, it's the mudslides. So there are catastrophic conditions still happening in eastern Cuba, and some of those horrible conditions are going to be kind of split. As we take a look at that First Alert 7-day, the days that we're going to be closest to normal is Thursday, so tomorrow, especially Friday. Hey, 61. That's going to feel so balmy. And then Monday looks like a little bit closer, so not too shy of average. Even overnight lows, most of those mornings are above average. The next coolest, frostier start would be Monday morning. So as we take a look at the First Alert 7 days, just kind of breezy, mostly cloudy today. Tomorrow, that's when the bulk of the rain comes, so we could see some showers in the morning hours. And that rain ramps up by tomorrow evening, in the night, First Alert weather day. And the wind will also be ramping up tomorrow as well. It'll be drying out, but windy for Halloween. Staying windy on Saturday. I'll be at the Huskies game, my first one of the season, and we're expecting it to be windy, so that 56 might not feel like 56, but remember the game's at noon. It's not going to be 56 at noon, it's going to be probably closer to 50. So just dress warm, and check us out though in the fan zone. I guess it's a little wind tunnel there too, so a little blustery, we can handle it. Sunday we fall back, gain a little extra hour of sleep, but that means sunset's like 4:44, 4:45. in the afternoon on Sunday. And don't forget, just make sure the batteries are all fresh and ready to go, and your smoke and your carbon monoxide detectors. Monday's looking great. Showers, question mark right now for next Tuesday, and looking breezy. Now that I'm looking at that, I realize there are 3 E's in breezy. I gotta change that. All right, I'll do that after this. All right, everyone, that is your latest First Alert Weather Extra. And remember, we do this every Monday through Friday in the morning at 8 a.m. and in the evening again at 9:30 to give you an in-depth look at your forecast. I hope you plan out your day and your week and provide additional information that we, have to rush through sometimes on actual
Rain breaking out. It's tomorrow evening and night. A first alert weather. Good morning, ladies. Yeah, we of course have been focused on Melissa, but we got to get back here at home first and talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow morning's fine. Tomorrow afternoon, we're going to start to see rain breaking out. It's tomorrow evening and night. A first alert weather day for some heavy rain to move in. At the same time, it's going to be kind of gusty out there. So 1 to 2 plus inches can be a possibility. 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts also. So it certainly impacts to the drive, outdoor plans, and we'll keep you updated on that, of course, as we'll be tracking it live tomorrow. But right now, just tracking that cloud deck overhead, kind of resulting in that gloomy view to start off the day. Where is our system right now? It is spinning around towards Missouri. This system is going to be coming up in our direction as we head into tomorrow, of course. Let's start you off very early tomorrow morning on First Alert Futurecast. Not much happening in the morning. You might get a little wave of rain to come on through. No big deal. As we get into the latter part of the day, it's the afternoon, it's the evening. Here comes that heavier rain. The good news is it's going to be wrapping up pretty quickly as we head into late tomorrow night. The winds will be ramping up as well, coming in from that easterly direction. We got those gusts inland, maybe as high as 25 to 30 miles per hour. Some of our stronger gusts, which is pretty typical. Along with some of the higher terrain, you get into that 30 plus. So that's what we're expecting along the shoreline, some of those stronger winds, and it ramping up as the evening goes on. But look at that connection with Hurricane Melissa for tomorrow night. Some of that moisture being drawn back northwestward, kind of enhancing things. That's the only connection we'll see. Good news is by the time we get to Friday, trick-or-treat time, it's just going to be a little windy and in the 50s, but at least it is dry. So that's the key, right? And sunset is at 5:46. All right, here's the latest regarding still a major hurricane, Melissa. It's a Cat 3. It's right over Cuba. Now, when that center goes over land, it always weakens, and we're talking about, very high terrain. So it's really starting to, tear it up a little bit. But it's quickly going to be moving over water again. So it's not going to completely, just diminish and be nothing. So it's moving off to the northeast at 12 miles per hour. It's going to impact the islands, Turks, Caicos, Bahamas, as a strong category 2, just barely below that Cat 3 status. And so they're going to have a lot of destructive weather today. Let's fast forward to a Thursday, and we're talking about tomorrow afternoon. Bermuda could see, on the eastern side, some surge, some strong winds. The center, though, does not look like it's going to be crossing over the island. Right now, up here at home again, we're back under the clouds, 45 degrees, a little breeze out there, kind of a gloomy, cool day, and we're going to expect those temperatures in the 40s and low 50s to become low to mid 50s at best this afternoon. So cloudy skies, definitely need the jacket, but don't need the umbrella today. Take care of those leaves because you know what? They could clog up drains before the rain comes our way for tomorrow. And we're expecting, as we look ahead towards the weekend, it's just going to be a little windy, but it is looking good for the Huskies game that I will be at next week. Not too much of a change in our forecast, nothing big in terms of weather. Caitlin?
Life's better with spirit animals. On your porch.